Germany is a great country, but it could do so much better. In this video, I'm going to tell you how Germany could improve if it just made some small changes, and also if it took notice of how other countries are doing these things in some areas. So if you were interested to know about how Germany could enhance some areas, then you've come to the right place. As per normal, I want to welcome all of my new subscribers since uploading my last video, and also thank everyone for the support that you've been giving me over the past weeks and months. Please keep it up. You are so awesome. I've lived in Germany now for more than 20 years, and at times find myself placing my head in my hands with dismay when I hear even the basic technology in the UK is not even close to being used here in Germany. Now don't get me wrong, I absolutely love living in Germany and have never had any regrets since I moved here when I was a teenager. With that said, let's talk about the first improvement that Germany could make to be a little bit better. Germany's internet connectivity is below standard compared to the products that it exports. You would imagine that such a country like Germany would be up there with the best, but it's not. Now, I'm not even going to get started with talking about 5G, so let's not go there. The famous saying, "You have to learn how to walk before you can run," is totally relevant to Germany's internet connectivity, or lack of. Currently, Germany is not even walking with regards to fibre optics. I mean, it's 2021 and there are multiple cities that are still using copper. At home, we had to change over to cable just because the highest speed that we were able to receive was 16 Mbits, and we were truly lucky if we could even get 10 at occasions. Streaming and also surfing the web at the same time was basically impossible. Now don't get me wrong, this is not everywhere. I live in Dortmund and also very close to the city centre. You would kind of expect that the city would have upgraded over the past 20 years. Obviously not. The side effects of upgrading internet connectivity in the cities must be huge, so I do not understand why they did not do this, or do not do this, together with like repairing roads, etc. Hopefully this will change over the next decade, but only time will tell. The next thing that Germany really needs to improve upon is their banking system. Now, not all German banks are national. The most of them are all local and only look after their customers in this one district, meaning that you can only have service when you go into one of the banks within your district. This can be a real pain if you need to pay money into your bank when you're not in your local area, or if you need to go into the bank to then sign a document or sign something, etc. Once again, we're in 2021, and why should you be required to leave your flat or home in order to complete most basic tasks? I could talk about this topic a lot longer, but it's maybe another topic for another video. For the time being, if Germany upgraded its banking system to be better connected nationally and allow for all of their customers to do transactions and tasks no matter where they were, this would then make a big difference. The next point that Germany should definitely change is how they love and allow for you to smoke everywhere. So their attitude to smoking really needs to change. It's decades since other countries have enforced strict rules about smoking. What is the reason for Germany not following suit? At the moment in 2021, it's so important that we protect our lungs from fumes and also just air that we breathe, especially air that comes from other person's lungs. So much so, we need to keep distance from them and also then wear a mask to cover our mouth and nose. People, regardless of this, are still permitted to walk around the streets smoking their filthy cigarettes, exhaling their stinking contents of their lungs everywhere so that people within 10 to 20 metres can inhale and smell it, and more than likely receive any other particles that were also in their lungs too. Is this not amazing? In other countries, you're not permitted to smoke within a public area or even a specific distance from other people. Anyway, I'm guessing that there are many lobbyists that are getting stupidly rich from keeping this ignored, unhealthy product legal in Germany. The next thing that Germany could and should improve upon is their customer service. I've said this a few times in other videos, but when you walk into a shop in the UK, most employees will all welcome you the second that you walk in the shop. So much so that even if they are assisting another customer, they will apologise to that customer so that they can at least tell you, the new customer, that they have recognised how important that you are and that they will help you as soon as they can. In Germany, when you walk into a shop, you feel like you need to apologise for interrupting the staff because they're like organising all of their products that you can buy. The next point is more directed on how the shops and businesses in small towns could improve rather than on Germany as a whole. Most shops in smaller towns will close at lunchtime for like 2 hours. Why would you close your doors for business during a time of day when so many people are wanting to spend money in your shop? Where is the sense in this? Now let's do the maths. If you employed someone to work for 2 hours per day at €9 per hour, this would mean that your shop needs to take a total of €18 revenue in the time to pay for that employee. And if your business can't make €18 at a lunchtime over 2 hours, maybe you should think about changing how you do business. I just find this silly and cannot understand why any company would do this. If your customers have the chance to drive to a neighbouring town where a shop is open, it's more than likely that you've lost their business for good, and your losses could have been even more than just 2 hours of minimum wage. The German system is extremely well organised, but when it comes down to communication and calibration, Germany's really terrible and stuck in the paper and paperclip era. An employee in one office cannot access the same data that another employee in another location has created because of so many laws making companies scared about sharing data, like between companies and departments or subsidiaries. I guarantee you that if you had the chance to ask the most powerful person in Germany to provide you with a list of all residents, telling you their name and where they live, and that they're all of the people older than 80 years old, they'd not be able to do it. Now, I'll tell you what, if you ask Facebook the same question, the answer that you would receive would be, yeah, we can, but we're not going to give it to you. Why is it that a social media company can do this and countries can't? How sad is this? Talking about the situation that we've got today, Germany needs really to be able to identify specific groups of people quickly over the next coming days, weeks and months, so as to provide them with the care that they really need. Now, as a software developer, I can tell you that a database of more than 80 million entries would be like a super easy thing to administrate and to secure, definitely if you have a budget of billions. The reason though why this does not happen is because of data protection, and no one is wanting to be accused of giving out people's data to other people that should not have it or that are entitled to it. What did you think about all these points? I'm guessing that some of you have your own opinions, are going to comment, but I encourage this too. This video talked about things that Germany could improve, but there are many things that other countries could learn from and you could benefit from when you look at how these things are done here. I really love making these videos and especially love the feedback that I receive. So if you did like this video and decide that you want to see more content, why don't you think about tapping the subscribe button and also the notification bell so you get notified when I release any new videos. If not, no worries, I'm sure that YouTube will suggest another video from my channel, so make sure the next thumbnail that you click on has my face displayed on it. Also, if you did like this video, why not think about giving it a like? And if you did not like it, I would super appreciate knowing why, so I can improve upon your points in my next video. So, thank you very much for watching. This is now the end of the video, and there'll be a video on the screen which I think you might want to watch. If not, don't worry about it. So the only thing left to say now is Blondie, curly fries, thank you very much. See you later.